Welcome to the playoffs of the United Federation Esports Association. I'm your host and caster, Starwise. And today, as you can see on the top side of the screen, we've got Troy School District versus Rockland High School. Now, it's going to be a best-of-5 match, and that's it. Whoever wins moves on with the single elimination playoffs. And there's only going to be 3 rounds. In the third round will be the grand playoffs. So what we're seeing here played out is the quarterfinals match. Winner will move on to the semifinals. And then finally to the, of course, grand finals. We're seeing right now, both players really giving it everything they got right off the get-go. See what kind of play is going to go back and forth here. Troy School District playing on the blue side. Rockland playing on the orange side. Currently ball in blue side possession. Looking like their Dap's going to try to make a play. Summon MJT here for the support with the assist play. What a great setup here. Look at this. Dap punching it up and down, playing it off of the opponents. And Rockland just not in the right position to be able to follow up on that. I don't think Sarismit really realized that someone named JT just was in prime position, even if it's a block or a steal away, was just in the right place at the right time. Now we'll see if WBNN able to do the same. Looks like they're trying to go for a shot and play out towards the net, but Dap's got this number covered. Gonna jump right over them, right through to the net. Dap, someone named JT, both players going to continue on with their tag team momentum. Look at this. I think they're just fighting for it at that point. It's going to be 2-0 currently in favor of Troy School District. Looking to make it 3-0. Now, it's best of 5 match series. Game 1 has already gone underway. Or sorry, game 1 is underway. So first to 3 game wins is going to win the match. Dap. Catching the long shot here, but the demo going to hit onto Rick. Momentarily stopping this block and this frontal assault. Good save here by someone named JT, but WBNN not here in time for the rotate. Gonna decide to play more defense. Divide's got the defense here. Looks like Serious Meat gonna go for just pushing it out towards the blue side of the field. Someone named JT able to bounce ball control around. It's gonna go right on by, but Dap here for the follow-up play, and it's gonna go a third shot in from Dap. Dap has had so many. Oh, I see what happened there. Rick and someone named JT unfortunately mistimed communication. Ball didn't go in the first time, but basically set it up for Dap to make that next play. Now, you're not seeing any one player from Troy School District just go for the fancy plays and a solo one. They're really getting themselves set up, and almost speaking of a good shot towards the net. Double demo in favor of Rockland. They had a very clean setup for that. I mean, 2 demos set up on the pass in the net, but nobody was there for the follow-up. Too busy with the demos. Someone JT setting up the play. Dap going for the shot on the net. It's gonna land again. That's 4 in a row. Dap landing every single shot in the game so far. Now you gotta hand it to the rest of the Troy School District players. They really have been working hard on getting that first shot in. Divide currently in possession of the ball. Gonna get taken away from Rick. Divide gonna decide to rotate back away, but the ball's gonna get set up. Dap Dap not gonna get that shot, but might be able to slam dunk it in. Divide just barely gonna miss that block. Still not gonna go into the net. Doesn't look like Dap Dap had the lineup for it. Summon JT here for the rotate. Blocking it out. You've got 2 members of Troy School District ready for the defense. Rick gonna go in for the demo. Shot on the net. Someone named JT gonna get blocked here and saved by Smith. What a beautiful save and beautiful timing. Just inside the net, basically, coming in. 45 seconds left, and still a 4-0 lead in favor of Troy School District. They're trying to make it a 5-0. Rick here for the setup play. Sono and JT trying to block out what they can. Rick making a shot attempt at the net. Not quite going to land. Dap Dap setting up for a shot in the net. Nobody here for the support just yet. 25 seconds left. Rick going for the shot. Gonna swing a little too high. WBNN currently in control. Rick trying to go for the block. Is able to successfully do so. 10 seconds left. Troy School District looking to win this game, and they're gonna close it out with 5 points so far. Now we've got 5 seconds left. I don't see another point going in, but man, what a first game lead so far. Tip off here, 6 seconds. Time gonna go in. Can either player make one final goal? Rick gonna carry it on just a little bit longer and slam down. That's gonna be game 1, gonna go in favor of Troy School District. Good round here so far. Game 1 going to go towards Troy School District. I mean, you can see the scores right there. 2 goals from someone named JT, 3 from Dap Dap, 3 assists from someone named JT, and 1 assist from Dap Dap and Rick, respectively. Now, reminder of all, it is a best of 7. My apologies. It has been best of 5, but best of 7 is going to be for today. Now, that means first team to reach 5 wins, respectively, is going to walk on to the second half, or I guess round 2, which we played on a different day. So as you can see on the scoreboard now, 0-0 for game score, but with a little green line, ever so small, on the blue side counter. I'm gonna let you know and tally up. That's 1 game win under their belt. Currently ball over in the blue side. Gonna get a shot attempt at the net, not quite landing there. Good save from Dap Dap. Possible another attempt. WBNN trying to dribble, control it around. Rick trying to play and outmaneuver the opponents. Dap Dap going for a shot, but Smith able to get that save and shot. That shot definitely would have got in. Rick trying to maneuver around 2 members of Rockland. Not able to do so. Gonna get blocked, pushed back out. Someone named JT able to push it back towards Rockland territory, but going to immediately go right back towards Troy School District. Now, ball is stuck in this midfield. Neither team really able to significantly push it into any sort of setup play just yet, as it's just been swings and misses all around. But I don't know, Rick, we were watching the battle take place across the map here, but Rick just tapping it in. Oh, there you see it there. Smith tried to go for a save, but Rick actually blocking the path for Smith to block it in. Very smart play. I mean, the slow fall that the ball made allowed Rick enough time to be able to do that. Oh, shot on the net. Someone named JT able to completely get this in all by themselves too. Look at this. First shot in. Divide's going to get the block. but someone named JT just follows in with a second tap. Divide definitely needed to just have cleared it in. It looked like they got just a small tap to be able to get the save, but someone in JT had already made the shot and then followed up with their second follow-up shot. WBN in control. Try and get it out of the Rockland side. Someone in JT has different plans. Divide able to block it out. Dap Dap trying to follow back up, but with no other support. Looks like it's going to move out of the Rockland territory, move towards the Troy School District. Someone in JT going to immediately push it back out. Now, I've noticed that Rockland makes a setup with one, maybe two players at most for their attack, but they don't get into proper position in time. And it's harder to do so too, because it requires you to get past through the midfield players that have been rotating in towards the map for Troy School District, and they just haven't been able to break through that barrier just yet. Meanwhile, we see a little bit more of a aggressive play. I mean, the Troy School District, they do tend to rotate around a lot, but Rick making a shot attempt onto the net. Can't get that second follow-up shot. Someone in named James T. Gonna miss this shot a little bit here. Rockland trying to make some sort of play here. Someone in JT gonna stop their push, but try to go for an attempt onto the net. Not gonna pan out here. Rick currently in possession of the ball. Divide gonna be able to block it out. Is that a shot on the net? Oh! Luckily, someone named JT and another member of Troy School District was there to be able to save the day. Dap Dap. Not gonna hit the angle. Rockland starting to get themselves a little bit more presence on the mid-side field, as they've had a few more setup and shots towards the net. There's that other shot in. That's the first goal in the match series so far. Sarismet able to pull that off. Dap Dap making a bit of an unfortunate play here, not blocking not one but two. But Sarismet just waiting here. A lot of it just came from that setup play by... I missed who it was. I don't think it was Divide. I think it was WBNN. But Dap Dap immediately going to steal that point right back. I mean, that was just the 1-2 pass. That was a really good setup. Dap Dap just kind of sneaking their way to the back and... not really realizing that he's there and getting the ball. I think more so that play came from Rick a lot more than a different Dap Dap. Dap Dap was just at the right positioning, but Rick really had to have the foresight and understanding to know that that was a good spot to get themselves set up and for the pass there. Demo. 30 seconds left. Still possible here, but chances are fading away for Rockland as the time goes further and further down. Shot into the net. Angle not there. With 8 seconds left. Very unlikely that they'll be able to get a back-to-back shot. 2, 1. Ball gonna tip in. That's gonna be game number 2 going in the way of Troy School District here. Now we are still a bit of a ways to go before we even begin to think about closing this match series. It's still 2-0 in favor of Troy School District, meaning they need to get at least 3 more game wins, as it's a best of 7. 4 game wins. My math. My goodness. Yeah, you want to get 4-game wins. It's been a long day. Now let's see how Rockland is gonna change things up. Now we've noticed that they haven't been able to push past the midfield. Yet the other problem is Troy School District plays so aggressively in their games that like they're going more for the forward of plays and playing a lot more shots on towards the net, getting themselves a lot more set up here. But Rockland has been playing a very rock solid defense. Defense has been a lot of their plays. I mean, you can see for majority of their match, maybe all three players tend to play on the orange side, making it very difficult for Troy School District to make those shots. And then when they're ready to go for these aggressive plays towards the net, I mean, you'll see the demos come in, and you'll see maybe one or two for the support, with one always kind of lingering around. Ooh, Sarismet getting a shot. What an interesting angle here. Perfect timing on that. Gets demoed. Rick making a mistake this time around. Not in the right position. Ball kind of just slowly making its way in. I think Rick anticipated it maybe going a little bit faster. But yeah, that last shot panned out very differently. I think the demo, if the demo hadn't come in, it's a very interesting setup. So I think if the demo didn't come in, Sarismet may have made another shot dab from downtown. Sarismet would have been able to get a double tap onto the ball, making it launch a little bit faster, and Rick would have been able to get the block. But because the demo came in, Rick wasn't able to do so. Now, as for Dap's last play, I mean, that was just good angling, good position, good timing. Divide just barely missing the ball here. Someone in JT trying to go for the steal away, gonna miss. In the deadlock battle against Divide, Sarisman and Dap gonna try to make this a 2v2 battle. Someone in JT setting it up to Dap. Across the field. Dap trying to go for a setup play, not quite in the position to be able to do so. Ball gonna get knocked away. Three in the air, look at that. Good demo from Dap. Gives them a brief setup time. Doesn't look like players have been able to catch much. Dap missed timing the setup play. Ball might go in here. Nope, still gonna miss. Someone named JT just at the very corner. Able to get that setup play from Dap. I mean, this is a slight miscalculation from Dap, but WBN. Actually, did WBNN touch that? I think someone named JT just barely grazed it. Hit it into the right direction, but WBN, it almost looked like they hit it into the net. Rick flying across. Dap going for a setup play. Not able to get that shot into the net, but Rick trying to set it back in. Ooh, Dap just gonna fly right on by. Someone named JT gonna stop this push it right back into Rockland territory. Rick gonna make their attempt to push it back towards Rockland side. Sarismet going for a goal into the net, not gonna pan out the way they wanted. Ball currently in possession of Rockland. Dap here for a block out. Neither player able to get past this midfield part now. And look at this. The gap in the score has been closing in closer and closer together between as the match plays on. I mean, we had game number 1, I think it was 4-0 or 5-0 for Troy School District. Then it became 3-1. Now we're at 2-1. It's almost like you're losing a point or two each round as each game passes. Someone in JT making their shot on the net. Gonna try to increase that lead. So far able to successfully do so. I like that setup from Rick. Rick has really been the unsung hero for Troy School District. Playing a hard defense, not allowing a lot of shots to go in as much as possible. And then whenever they play for the forward side, I mean, they get a lot of setup plays coming in. Someone in JT trying to set up towards the net. No, looks like they're trying to go for the shot on the net themselves. Divide not able to block that out. And someone in JT all by themselves. The first, I think, maybe the first solo play we've seen in the match. Ooh, Divide just barely gonna miss that one. Divide trying to go for a shot into the net. With 30 seconds left. Time is ticking. Rockland may not have the time to be able to continue on with this match series. 15 seconds left. Someone in JT able to maneuver around WBNN and the rest of the Rockland team. I don't think they'll be able to get 4 back-to-back goals to put into overtime in 12 seconds, no less. But Rockland really have to decide how they want to move on to game number 4. Here we are, 5 seconds left. Let's see how this game is going to end. Dapped out trying to go for the next shot on the net. Not going to land, but doesn't even matter. Game number 3 going to go in favor of Troy School District. And now they are sitting at 3-0 in match score. I mean, it's going to be difficult here. Rockland doesn't really have a lot of options. In the entire game, they've made 3 total shots onto the net with 1 going in. Now, I mean, that's a good ratio. But if you compare it to what we're looking at for Troy School District, 9 shots in total of the net. Here we are, possibly our final game of the day. 1 shot gonna try to go in. Someone named JT just barely missing that. Service Met able to push it towards the Troy School District team. Well, immediately gonna get pushed right back out. Dap so far trying to make a play towards the net. None of the Troy School District players able to really get much shot or much setup in at this time. But Divide going in for a long play might be able to get it. No, gonna get blocked out here by Dap. Someone MJT shot on the net, just gonna hit the rim. Yeah, what a close shot that was, too. I mean, it wasn't anything like a fancy setup. It was just 1 in, and that's it. Minx trying to go for a shot. Someone named JT trying to go in. The ball is just hovering around. Someone in JT trying to go for another setup towards the net. There we are. Player names back up and running. So far, no goals onto the net. I mean, I don't think either team has really been able to get much of a setup play for a shot. It's mainly just been, how do we get it out of our side of the field? And now that it's finally there, how do we start to think about a possible setup situation? Dap looking to the skies for an answer. Not able to find anything up there, but possibly finds some type of play that could work in. We don't see a lot of aerial plays coming in from Rockland. They do have aerial responses, but Dap almost getting a solo shot onto the net. Someone in JT trying to follow up and suit Rick here for the setup. Not able to get any other follow through, but Dap here for a setup play. Gonna get blocked out and shot across a little bit by Divide here. Possible shot onto the net. Someone named JT and Rick teaming it up. Able to get the first score of the game. I mean, that was just well timed enough that they would be able to pull that off. Minx almost there for getting in a revenge point. Dap trying to go for a shot towards the net. Someone named JT going for a setup play instead. Trying to bounce it up. No, gonna get blocked out by Divide. Dap getting himself set up. Nobody here else for the assist. Means it's going to get pushed towards the Troy School District side. Minx trying to launch it over Rick, but not able to successfully do so. 1 minute left, and it's only been one goal and almost a second. Divide trying to divide and conquer their way through Sarismet. Gonna get locked back out, and from way down, Rick able to score in. That was just perfect timing. I mean, a lot of it more so was Sarismet out of position. Minx not able to catch up, and Divide getting demoed. Just was the perfect setup. And then you had the rest of Troy School District just immediately go in for a shot. A setup and shot. There was too many players for Minx to really look at and make any proper response. And that's going to cost them dearly. Now we're looking at Troy School District 2-0 game score. 3-0 in match score. With 30 seconds left in the clock, Rockland has their backs to the wall. One could say caught between a rock and a hard place at this point. Very rocky situation. Okay, we'll stop there. Divide. 10 seconds left. Just trying to squeeze and scrape their way into this game. 5 seconds left. How is it going to end here? Will it be any other point? No. Dap going to get stolen away. Ball still in the air. And they are going to double shot in. It's not going to go in, but doesn't even matter. Match win going to go in favor of Troy School District as they finish it off here with a 4-0 victory. And with that being said, that is going to be a wrap for our match today. Now, with the way that the playoffs are going, there is going to be one game each week, one match series each week. So next week, we'll be back with another best of 7 match, just as we're seeing today. And if the Troy School District wins that match in the semifinals, which will be played next week, then they will move on to the grand finals there. That being said, I was your host and caster for today's Star Wars. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching this 4-0 win coming from Troy School District. Tune in tomorrow for the Troy School District Valorant match in the playoffs, where your Troy Terminators team is going to face off in the, I believe it's quarterfinals as well. Same setup that we've got for Rocket League. Same time, same place. We'll be right here. We'll see you tomorrow.